Hello, friends. Hello. Hi, everybody. It's April. I can't believe it's April. I realized yesterday I still owe you guys a giveaway. I was going to do a giveaway last month, I think. I can't even remember. And I have everything for it, and I just have not done that yet. So we'll do a giveaway. Let's do it weigh-in Wednesday this next week when I come on here with my weigh-in video. I'll come up with a question and you guys can answer it, and then we'll do a little giveaway. I have a Tupperware giveaway to do as well. I've just been really super swamped. So I wanted to come on and say hi. I feel like I haven't talked to you guys since Wednesday, and just give you a little update on what's going on and how my week is going. So we are transitioned into Dr. Westman's, he calls it ADAPT. So it's the Duke University, his page 4 of a handout that Dr. Eric Westman used to give to his patients. So if you want more information on that, I would advise you to look here on YouTube. He actually goes through his plan very thoroughly in lots of different ways. Like he does a white coat talk, just like if he was talking to you as a patient. He does lots of seminars. He has lots of great information. And so I've been listening to his information and trying to learn his way of doing things. Hey, Kathy, and hey, Penny. So, and to my Western friends out there, Western Christian friends, happy Easter. This is not our Eastern Orthodox Easter. We're still a few weeks away from that, but I know many of my other Christian friends out there and whoever else out there is celebrating Easter today. Happy Easter to you all. Hope you're having a blessed day. Today was our Sunday of the Cross. So we had the cross in the middle of the church. It was really beautiful. So anyway, I have been tracking every day and Lose It to kind of watch not only my carb count, because that's really the main thing, is to watch your carbs, which has been so eye-opening to me that there are so many things that you think have low to no carbs, and there are carbs in them. For instance, lunch meat. I guess I just didn't think about it. Some of the cheeses that you buy at the store, that sort of thing. Because it's Lent, I have been trying to do very little to no dairy, which is challenging right now, but of course, that's Lent for you. And also I'm doing something so different than my Eastern Orthodox community and friends and family that I've just been working with my husband to try to figure out a good way to do this. So one thing that has really helped me this last week is the fact that on Dr. Eric Westman's plan, he calls it ADAPT, your hunger is just extremely reduced. And I think that is the benefit there, because I've noticed that I can very easily stay within my calorie count now. My cravings are gone. I had one day this last week where my stomach was upset because I ate for lunch. I was out on the road. I had like a beef jerky, like an organic, sort of like a beef jerky. It had 0 carbs in it. And anyway, it wasn't expired or anything. I ate that and my stomach was really, really upset. And that night I went crawling through the pantry trying to find something to settle my stomach, which sounds crazy. And I ended up eating some peanut butter. And I don't even know how much peanut butter I ate, but I ate peanut butter out of the jar, which is not a good idea, by the way. And it's not on page 4. So that was probably this last week, my one big kind of slip up in terms of that. But I'm also learning. And I had to also use this essential oil that I love. It's called Digestin that night. So I had to put that all over my stomach. I had to put lavender on. I ate some peanut butter. I try not to do like Zantac or Tums or anything like that unless absolutely necessary. But I don't know that self-medicating with peanut butter is really like a great idea. So not recommending that to anyone. And the next day I felt great. And then the next day I was not hungry all day. In fact, at 6 o'clock, I was like, I have not eaten anything. And of course, my stomach had been hurting. And I was like, I need to eat something. So same thing with today. You know, I ate dinner last night at I think like 6. And I wasn't hungry today until 4. And part of this plan is really to eat when you're hungry. So I've noticed that I've been eating 1 or 2 meals a day, and that I do get really satisfied very quickly on eating the items on page 4. So, Gail says that she watched the page 4 adapt, and you're trying it. That's great. Hi, Jill. Hi, Tracy. Is his channel named Adapt? So Penny, I think his channel name is Dr. Eric Westman. His plan is called the Adapt plan that he uses at his clinic. If you Google him, you will see his channel. He has a lot of great topics. He even does a lot of education on insulin and glucose and carbohydrates. And I listened to a really interesting talk that he had on the food pyramid. And that was very eye-opening. So I've been trying to sort of educate myself on why Americans are facing such obesity now. Like, we just have such a huge obesity epidemic, and how that really ties into the food industry and the sugar that we eat and the processed foods. And there's a lot of information out there. So been doing some research and trying to watch some very well-rounded, well-educated professionals. I like to watch researchers and physicians, and I just enjoy, watching those types of channels. So that's been really fun. I have also noticed that I've had a lot more energy this week. And then also I have been sleeping like a rock. So I've also noticed, and this is over the last 5 or 6 weeks that I've been doing this, my mood is very consistent. So I'm having very few kind of ups and downs. Now I do with, cyclically and hormones and that sort of thing I've noticed. But my clothes are fitting better. My midsection is smaller, even though my weight, I do weigh myself daily right now, just check in with myself. It's not dropping in huge amounts. And from what I have watched from people that have done this before, usually what happens is if you're doing a low carb lifestyle, you'll notice just a little bit of a variation in your weight, and then you'll have a drop, and then a variation and then a drop. And also, you have to be really, really consistent with this, just like anything else. So if you're trucking along for 3 weeks and you don't see a change in the scale, you need to continue being consistent, because if you eat a real carb heavy day, like what I did this last week with the peanut butter, even though it wasn't super, super carbed, right, out, it was more than the 20 grams, you essentially are kind of starting yourself back over in terms of being a fat burner and being fat adapted. So you really have to be consistent and make it a lifestyle, just like anything else, you guys, Lori says, have you been having leg cramps? I have not, Lori. So if you do, from what I've read, you really have to watch your electrolytes with this. And so I do take magnesium at night. I drink this stuff called Calm. It's got some magnesium, and I've been drinking some electrolyte water and some Propel every once in a while, just to make sure that my electrolytes are on board. So make sure, that you're watching your electrolytes, guys. You don't want to flush out all your electrolytes. So potassium, magnesium, those sorts of things, you do have to watch. Happy Easter, Tammy. So do some research on that, Lori, and let me know what you find out. Other than that, so goals this week. I have not been walking, and in fact, I just texted a friend of mine, and I was saying I just haven't been walking as much because I've been really, really, really busy, and so I really would like to get back to just doing some walks during the week. I feel like I do maybe one or two, and then I literally forget. So I want to put that in my schedule because walking for me is stress relief, and plus it's such a beautiful time of year. So I want to get back to walking. And then I really like sort of doing this. I'm not intentionally doing one meal a day, so I don't want you guys to go there in your minds. But during Lent, it's really working for me. My focus has really been taken off of food over the last 5 or 6 weeks. It's interesting because I'm not eating unless when I was doing Wonder Slim, I had my little scheduled meals, and honestly, they weren't things that I was looking forward to. And then now it's like, oh, okay, maybe 4 or 5 o'clock is coming up and I haven't really been hungry all day. And here's the list of things that I can eat. And then I feel like I just eat till I'm satisfied and I'm good. And then I just kind of forget about it for the rest of the evening. It's very, very strange. So kind of sticking to that model of really just eating when I'm actually physically hungry. I think that that's going to benefit me. And here's the thing that I keep hearing over and over again. I have fat on my body that I want to burn. This is excess, you guys. This is excess. I have stored it, okay? So it's okay to eat when I'm hungry and stop when I'm satisfied, and know that if I need extra fuel, hopefully we're doing some of that, burning some of this extra that I have on myself and getting to a place of homeostasis. That seems to be what people in the know are saying, is that that's the goal here, is to get rid of this storage that I have going on. So GB Folk is telling Lori that she gets leg cramps. I started drinking Zip Fizz electrolyte drink, and my leg cramps have cut down by half. So that was Zip Fizz electrolyte drink. So that's a good little tip. Happy Easter, D Florentino. Anyway, so really goals for this month is to walk more just because I really enjoy walking, and then to continue on with a low carb lifestyle. I'm not really trying to force a ton of water down myself. I've been doing some research on that as well. I think we tend to push these huge amounts of water and I'm trying to just drink water with my meals. Actually, I'm really enjoying drinking water right before I eat my meal. Because I feel like if I'm thirsty, I should be reaching for water instead of other things. So just watching that. That's kind of the goal. Oh, and then the dairy, really until our Eastern Orthodox Easter, which we call Pascha, just, staying away from the dairy. I just thought I would come share with you guys. I will come back on Wednesday and check in terms of weight, but it's interesting because my clothes are definitely looser, fitting better. So I wore a pair of pants to church today that I haven't worn in a couple months, and I had trouble keeping them up, but then my weight has not changed that much. So that's strange. I feel like that's strange and a different experience. So I'm really enjoying that. GB Folk says, your skin looks great, Amy. Yeah, I've definitely noticed in terms of dryness, in terms of my rosacea, huge improvement on that. So the skin on my legs, I'm not having to use as much lotion. It's interesting. It's really interesting. So thanks guys for hanging out. I just want to let you know where I'm at, what's going on. Not much else to report, just really, really busy with I actually saw patients yesterday on a Saturday and trying to get through Lent. And then I should be able to be over here a little bit more after that. My husband has, I think, 6 services this week, something like that. And I've been trying to go to as many services as I can with my work schedule. and just have that be the priority. And then also taking care of myself. So I'll check back in with you guys later. Let me know what you're doing. I know a lot of you guys are doing different things out there. And I really appreciate the feedback on the last couple videos. I definitely go look up if you have a book or a video or something that you've read that's interesting. I always go look it up and check it out. I love that. And I'm learning so much, which I really, really enjoy. So you guys take care. And oh, Lori is saying the pink Himalayan salt. Yeah, for sure. And I use only pink salt, and I didn't even think about that, but that has a lot of different nutrients in it. The pink Himalayan salt does. So very interesting. Okay, Cindy, right before I go, says, Dr. Westman said 1/2 of a teaspoon of milk of magnesia for leg cramps, right? And that's the magnesium. So I'm doing the Calm at night, which is, if you look that up on Amazon, it's called Calm. It's like a little drink and it's magnesium. But Cindy's saying that he says milk of magnesia for a week. And Gail says she's following Nurse Cindy on Facebook, who's also keto. I'll have to go look her up, Gail. I'll see you guys later. Check in with me down below. Let me know how you're doing on whatever plan you're doing, healthy plan that you're doing. And I'll see you on Wednesday. Bye. Stay in orbit, everybody. Bye.